Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Today's beer, guys, we're going to revisit one that I did a while back, several years ago. And I may have done it a couple times, I'm not sure if I have or not. I used to be in pretty good with this brewery because I knew somebody that worked there, and he traveled around and we hooked up and had beers and stuff together at the local bars, and I don't know if he's still there or not, but it kind of faded out over time. They stopped sending me beer, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I made them mad over something. I don't have any idea. But anyway, the local Kroger store has this in stock now, so I said, that was a good beer. I thought it was, so decided to go ahead and revisit it. This is Sixpoint Brewing's Resin. These guys are up in New York. And this thing looks like a big 16-ounce can here, as tall as it is, but it's not. If you know anything about Sixpoint, all their cans are these tall cans like a 16-ouncer, but it's very skinny and round. It's a slim can, so it looks like a 16, but it's only a 12-ounce can. Tall and skinny, yeah. Lean and mean. And the good thing about these guys, and I remember this because they may have been one of the first ones or one of the few that were doing it a while back, and they were dating and give you all the information on the can too, because right on the front of the label here tells you it's 9.1% alcohol. It says it's 103 IBUs. Tells you it's 12 fluid ounces. And if you want to know what the SRM is, it tells you that, and it's an ale, which tells you the category, not a lager or anything else. And on the bottom of the can it says best by June 7th 22, and then underneath that it says PBG 21341. So trying to figure that code out. I'm not sure if it's any kind of days of the year or whatever, but that may be a canned on date. And that's, probably the biggest fuss or downgrade that I would tell you about this beer is they're using that Best By date instead of an actual canned on date. But they're making that attempt. They're giving you the information, but it says June, so here we are in February, and that makes March, April, June. So not knowing the canned on date, I don't know if they're giving it a 3 or 4 month or whatever month shelf life on it, and that information may be available, but you shouldn't have to look it up. Just put the canned on date, and if you want to put a Best By on it, put that underneath of it. Because all the rest of the code means jack shit to any of us, and maybe to your stockers and distributors, but if 2 lines ain't enough, get a 3-line date machine if you want to put that on it. But we want a canned on date, not a Best By date. That's how this guy is. So that would be the only strike about this brewery, that only fuss or only fly in the ointment that I have. That Best By crap. So anyway. Alright, let's jump over. We've got all the information they're going to get off the can. It says here, resin is named after the sticky ooze that secretes from the lupulin glands on the hop cone. And that's what that is. Anybody that knows anything about hops or has grown hops, especially if they've grown them, they know what that is. That's that yellow dust powder that's in there on the hop cones, if you've seen one up close, and that was ready to be harvested. That's what that looks like. You can break it open there and bend it back, and you can see all that, and it's very potent, and it gets very sticky on your hands, turns your fingers black, and it's very resinous. That's why it says resin. Alright guys, enough flapping of the gums. Let's get this little skinny can into the glass and it will fit very, very easily. Okay, and I've had a lot of people say this. I'm getting to where I'm liking the 16-ounce cans more than the 12-ounce cans or 12-ounce bottles even. I feel like I'm getting a beer when I drink a 16-ounce since I can only have a couple a day. Of course, yeah. You'd rather have two 16s instead of two 12s. My gosh, I'm sure. It don't take a math wizard to figure that out, does it? No. No. Alright, about a finger and a half of head on that one. Got a slight haze to it, guys, up here in the big bulb part, but I can see very easily through this fin part down here. So, definitely not to the New England style in the appearance, guys. And I don't think it's cool. I don't think they were intending for this beer to be in that style. So, still good looking beer though. And I remember it being a tasty beer. To the nose we go. Yes, I mean it's a well-made beer. It's probably one of their flagship beers, and they use quality ingredients and they produce a lot of very tasty beers, guys. So I support them. I buy their beers, so I don't buy them as often as I probably could, but with the craft beer world where it's at, I try to find something different, so, you know. But anyway, this has jumped into the rotation of the go-to beers, so we shall see how that goes. Anyway, slightly citrusy, maybe just a hint of some pine. The aroma is not off the chain, guys. I mean, to me, it's, on the nose, it smells like an East Coast style beer. East Coast style IPA. The aroma is not off the chain. The appearance looks very nice. Looks like a tasty beer. Let's dive in. Cheers. And to me, that's where it's at. I mean, it's East Coast style beer, guys. A strong East Coast style beer. It has a decent hop presence. I mean, I've drank some East Coast style IPAs that you couldn't even tell the hops were even in there. So it all depends on how much hop aroma and taste that they want to put in it based on the amount of hops they put in it. So that's how that works. The more hops, the hoppier it is in the taste and aroma. But I digress. With the plethora of all of the craft beer breweries and the styles, especially the New England style, which is, well, it's my favorite because of the amount of hop aroma and taste that I'm getting. But it all depends on where your palate is. I mean, 10, 12 years ago, they may have been too hoppy for this guy. I don't know. It all depends on how much hop you like. Same for just about everything, guys. So anyway, I think it's a tasty beer, but I don't know if it's going to quite get the grade that I gave it to last time because of that. I'm on the fence. I'm trying to grade the beer on what it is instead of what I'm wanting it to be. So for an East Coast style double IPA, it's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty. Rating it on that style. But you have to do that because it's not claiming to be, or it's not a New England style. It's a different style. East Coast, not quite as hoppy. West Coast, a little bit more hoppy. New England style, super hoppy. So grading it for what it looks like and what they're saying it is, it tastes like a very well done East Coast style. So that's where I'll put it. I'm gonna go sip on it. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while. A little bit of lacing left on the glass. Guys, it's a decent beer. I mean, that's where I'm going to put it. It's not world class to me. I mean, as far as the style, I think it's a really good East Coast style double IPA. Well made. Most of the information you want is on the can, other than that silly Best Buy crap. So, I'll chug. Very nice, prominent citrusy notes. Single hop beer, probably. Not sure. It doesn't have a wide profile range in the hop aroma or taste. Probably why that they may have. I tell you guys my honest opinion. Whether the beer was given to me, sent to me, I bought it. However I acquired it, doesn't matter. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or any brewery's feelings, but I try to be as honest as I can. And for what I am seeing and what I've tasted, and I've reviewed a bunch of their beers back in the day when they were sending them to me, and they weren't available here. Now they are available here. So their distribution footprint has expanded. It's a tasty beer, guys. I mean, it's a borderline beer for me, between a B+ and an A- beer. If it had an actual canned on date, I would probably give it up into the A- scale. But since it has that crappy Best Buy crap on there, I'm not going to do it, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's a tasty beer. It does have big bitterness. 103 IBUs is pretty strong bitterness. I mean, it has a bite to it, no doubt. It's not a smooth or a lactose infused beer or anything with easy, sweet tasting characteristics. So 9.1% ABV, alcohol's well hidden, big IBUs at 103. So it is a strong, bitter double IPA, and it is a tasty beer to me. Like I said, we bought multiples of this. We bought, I think it comes in a 6-pack on these. Yeah, I think it's a 6-pack of these in a little cardboard box type little deal. So it is worthy to be in the rotation if you're accustomed to that bitterness in your double IPAs, and as early as it is in the Best Buy dating, I'm pretty sure it's fresh, guys. So there's no heavy maltiness. It's not an old beer. I'm sure it's not an old beer. But like I said, for the style that I think is supposed to be in, which should be an East Coast style, it's pretty good. It is pretty good, and that's what I'm grading it on there. I'm not comparing this to a New England style. It's not meant to be. So for the style that I'm drinking, yes, it is a very tasty beer. But with them putting that Best Buy thing on there, that drops them down just a little bit in my book. But that's just my opinion. You may try this and think it's the best thing you ever tasted. So don't base what you're going to buy from me. This is just my opinion. And everybody's got one. You know, someone got more than one. So base it on yourself. Pick one up. If you like it, buy more. That's how it works, guys. I mean, don't buy a case of it if you've never had one, because you might not like it. So buy the smallest amount that you can get. If you like it, go back and buy more. That's what I do. I try not to buy anything untested unless I try one of them first to make sure that's what I'm after. Sometimes you don't get that luxury, but if you do, take it. Trust me, because I've bought some stuff in 4s and 6-packs and stuff before, and that I regretted after I drank the first one. So take heed on that. Don't just run in and my wife works there, and she sees these people run in and grab the stuff out of the beer aisle and don't look at anything. They just reach up, snatch it off the shelf, and stick it in the cart, and away they go. They don't look at any dates or anything like that. It makes no difference to them. It does to me. It does to me. It didn't used to, but over the years I've been burnt enough to know, look for that date. Anyway, guys, let's jump over. You got my grade. I think it is I'm gonna give it a B plus, 88. Over to, well, computer's not working. It's locked up. Well, that's nice. Yeah, it's locked up. I'm not going to edit this and redo it and start it back up. It's on, I don't know what Beer Advocate got because I can't get back over there, guys. I think they had it at a good rating. I think it was 90 or something. Let me see if it'll, the browser's, yeah, the browser's locked up. And it's not even going to even let me close the browser. It's just electronics, you gotta love them. When they work, pretty good. When they don't work, not so good. Not so good. So let's see if we can do this again. I close the browser. Let's see if it'll restart. I apologize for this, guys. While this thing is deciding what it's going to do, it is a tasty beer. If you can get your hands on it, you like a double IPA, give it a try. Pick up one, and if you like it, pick up more. Well, it's completely here, so I'm going to have to pause it, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. I had to restart the browser, and it had to install an update. I mean, I don't understand why Firefox has to crash to install an update. I mean, insane. Beer Advocate has this beer at 92 in their outstanding range, guys. Not there because of their dating system. I want to see a can don't date. I'm not going to give it an A grade. Over to Untapped, they have it at 3.96. That's more than where I'm going with it too. That's in their B plus range, and that's where I'm putting it this time, guys. 2022. Give us a can don't date. If you can't do that, probably not going to buy your beers. That's the way it is. Sorry about that, but that's how this old guy is. I'm not spending my money on something. I know, and you can look. I mean, it may be even stamped on the carton. I didn't look. I want to see it on each individual can or bottle, because there's a lot of times in a lot of states you can buy singles. So if they put it on the carton and it's not on the individual can or bottle, sometimes that's not a good thing. So if you've had Resin, the 2022 edition, I'm assuming this is, since it has a June 7th 2022 expiration or best by date, I think it's this year's edition. So or even if you've had it recently, let me know what you think. Good beer, not blown away. So if you had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.